What's up, guys? It's Dan from Coin Bureau Trading, back at it again with another crypto market update. Today we've got XRP, Stellar, and Hedera. I'm sure you're all wondering what these cryptos are up to, where are they headed next. If this is the kind of content that you enjoy, then be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ping that notification bell. Before we get started, do keep in mind that nothing in this video is financial advice. It's just my personal analysis of the crypto market. Your analysis could be different, and if it is, that's awesome, because the more difference of opinion that we have, the better traders, the better investors we're all going to become. With that being said, let's dig straight into XRP here. Some of you guys might have heard that there's been a lot of rumors coming around that Brad Garlinghouse is going to be attending President Trump's White House Crypto Summit on March 7th, which is tomorrow. Of course, Trump did announce earlier in the week that XRP would be part of a strategic crypto reserve of the US, which is pretty big news, obviously. So again, I've seen a lot of these lists floating around on social media. I haven't seen any concrete confirmation, but I do think that the chances of Brad being there are pretty high, given that XRP is literally going to be included in the reserve. So that's probably pretty likely. And even if Brad isn't there in person, any announcements related to that reserve tomorrow are obviously going to support XRP's price, which of course brings us to the chart here. What's kind of funny is I remember last week, I couldn't help but notice that there was a lot of FUD around the video that I said that we were about to see a big reversal, and of course that happened. I posted that video right when XRP was kind of falling at this lowest price here, so it's understandable that people were feeling super bearish. But lo and behold, the reversal has come, and XRP is back up at this resistance level. And if it can break back above this resistance, then it's going to be back into this kind of golden zone where it's probably going to rally up to this $3.5 target and then continue heading higher. And let this serve as a reminder, guys, that when sentiment is that low and everyone's just feeling so bearish and they think it's over, that doesn't mean that it's the beginning of the end. That typically means it's the end of the end. And of course, you could say, well, there's no way you could have predicted this pump and everything. That's true. There's no way that I could have predicted that there would be this massive candle. But what I have been paying attention to, guys, and this is something I've been underscoring, is that even though prices have been kind of bearish in the short term, behind the scenes, we've seen so many like bullish developments, like XRP ETFs, all these, like discussions of made in America cryptos. Of course, there's been a little bit of FUD around like macro stuff like tariffs, but as soon as the markets price that in, then they get the clarity they need to continue climbing. And that's exactly what we've seen. And I'm not surprised in the slightest that we've seen kind of like a rally over the last few days as these tariff fears, the uncertainty kind of goes away. So, while I couldn't predict, obviously, this massive unprecedented announcement from Trump over the weekend, the idea that crypto prices would eventually break out of this range and continue heading higher, whether it's XRP or otherwise, that's just like a very logical take. Crypto is in a bull market. The risks are to the upside. And even though it doesn't feel like that all the time, sometimes we get a few weeks or even a couple months of drawdown. Eventually, prices start recovering and keep heading higher, because that's just been the long-term trend of crypto over the years. And especially we're in that stage of the cycle where the chances of crypto prices going up when they hit a key support or basically a key zone, the chances of them bouncing from that zone and recovering is way higher than them breaking below that zone and continuing rolling over into a bear market. That's just a fact. And that's why I've been so bullish, and why I'm going to continue to be bullish, and why I hope some of you will appreciate that. And I know a lot of you have written to me even personally saying, hey, I appreciate the constant hopium. But I wouldn't say it's hopium. It's just I'm just reading the room. Crypto prices have been chopping. In the background, things are getting more and more bullish. And eventually we're going to see, XRP and a whole bunch of other cryptos hit some pretty big highs, I think, in the coming weeks. And I do think the cycle tops will be hit sometime over the summer, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Anyways, guys, as you might have noticed, we were using Binance there. Coin Bureau, on the deals page, we have up to 20% trading fee discounts on Binance, as well as $600 in bonuses. That trading fee discount doesn't sound like a lot, but it does come in handy if you're trading frequently with a few hundred or a few $1,000s. Those fees do add up. I know that from experience, so be sure to check that out. The deals don't cost you a thing. They're completely free. You get a trading fee discount. We get a cut of the trading fee, and the exchange gets a new user. So it's a win-win-win for everyone. And of course, these deals are how we make our money. We're not sponsored by Ethereum. We're not sponsored by Solana. We're not sponsored by Ripple. We're not sponsored by any crypto project. We don't care what crypto project you like, which one you're buying or selling. So long as you're interested in buying or selling, we're here to give you the tools to do that. And we do also have discounts on hardware wallets where you can keep your XRP safe as well. And again, the link to all of that is down in the description. So moving on now, guys, to Stellar. This is where things finally get very interesting. Like, to be honest, like in the back of my mind, I was thinking, I know that Stellar is eventually going to have some catalyst that comes and like pushes up its price. And I was thinking, I'm like, I don't know what I honestly don't know what it's going to be. I know there's like some stuff around stablecoin payments, and a lot of people have been like also sending me messages saying, hey, you should look into this and that and the other. But there wasn't anything that really stuck out to me. But this definitely sticks out to me. So a little bit of background, guys. Hot protocol is basically one of the most popular dApps in crypto, because basically what it is it's like a cross chain. For sake of simplicity, it's basically just like a cross chain swapping protocol, and they just integrated Stellar, specifically XLM, which is huge. Like, to put things into perspective, guys, Hot has I think 3.35 million active wallets. I think it's in the top 10 or top 15 dApps by monthly active wallets, which is pretty crazy. Like, it's super impressive. And not only that, but Hot Protocol actually partnered with Stellar, or I guess technically with Stellar Foundation, which is huge because, in crypto, guys, like, accessibility is the thing that matters the most. This is why XRP has performed so well. This is why cryptos like Litecoin have performed so well, or Cardano, right? It's because they've been around for a long time, and as a result, it's really easy to buy them. And having Hot integrate with Stellar, I think, is huge because, again, part of the reasons why a crypto like Solana has done so well is because it had such a good user experience. It was very easy for users to speculate, on altcoins in Solana's ecosystem, mainly meme coins, let's be honest. But also, again, it's like the accessibility, that's what matters here. And the fact that Stellar is now accessible into one of the most popular cross-chain wallets in crypto is huge. That should not be underscored. It doesn't mean that XLM is going to go up tomorrow or anything like that. But what it does is it set the stage for that when XLM does start pumping, let's say as a result of some spot XLM ETF, right? It will be possible. It'll be very easy for people to speculate and invest in XLM. So this is huge, in my opinion. And as you guys can see here, of course, the rally in XLM, not quite as big as with XRP. But again, of course, the sentiment last week was right when it was falling down to the starting point. A lot of people were saying it's over, and even though it's crazy. It's amazing how much the short-term price action can really like influence emotions. But the fact of the matter is, yeah, the XLM isn't looking as good as XRP. But the fact of the matter is that Stellar is a US-based crypto, and I'm sure it's going to benefit from this announcement tomorrow. I'm sure. I mean, I don't know if XLM is going to be included in the reserve, but whatever is announced is probably going to be beneficial to Stellar, especially given its similarities to XRP. This is something I've been saying for a long time, is that I do see XLM as fundamentally following XRP, even maybe like a month or something behind. But XLM is going to follow XRP, given their similarity, given their shared history. So I do think that's going to come. How high XLM will go here in the short term, I hope that it'll retest the support level as a result of tomorrow's announcement. We're on the daily chart here, by the way, guys. I mean, I'm sure by now you probably know that, but just for anyone who doesn't know, I'm always using the daily chart. But anyways, I do hope that XLM will get back up to the support level by the end of the week, specifically by tomorrow, as a result of the announcement from the White House. Hopefully that will be the case. At the very least, it would be nice to get back up to around this 35-cent level, which seems to be another key zone. But yeah, guys, in the coming weeks, I do think XLM will come up to this resistance just like XRP is doing, and it will break up to this 84-cent target. That's not the cycle top, that's just the short-term target. Same goes for XRP. I do think that these cryptos are going to be heading a lot higher. We just have to be patient. That's it. And this brings me, of course, to Hedera, which many of you will know that this is, out of the three cryptos, this is the one I'm the most bullish on. We've seen a lot of ETF filings for Hedera, most recently from Grayscale, and it's really interesting. Like, I've been mentioning for a while now that Bloomberg ETF analysts believe that HBAR has the highest chance of getting an ETF, basically specifically HBAR and Litecoin, because they haven't been labeled as securities. And again, this is not according to me. This is according to Bloomberg ETF analysts. So this is something that I've been watching very closely. And it's no surprise to me that HBAR also saw a pretty nice bounce, from this level. It was also kind of like with XLM. It was coming down to the starting point. Everyone's saying, "Oh, you're saying it's going to pump. It's never going to recover. It's over. It's bear market. Read the room and all this stuff." And boom, we got, what is that? A 20 or 30% rally, right, in a couple of days. So, it's funny how the crypto market works that way. But of course, it's a little too soon to celebrate. HBAR is kind of somewhere in the middle, let's say between XRP and XLM. It's back up at the support level around 25 cents. I'm hoping that the announcement tomorrow from the White House will be enough to get it above that level, potentially all the way back up to this resistance. And then I do think HBAR is going to keep heading higher to 55 cents, which is a target I've been watching now for, I think, a couple months. It will hit that target and it will continue heading higher. It's just a question of when, not if, because again, crypto is in a bull market. This this as a fact, and you can refer to the videos I've been posting on Mondays, where I'm kind of going to be doing like a broader crypto market analysis and updates. And if you made it this far, then I'll give you some alpha. I'll be doing kind of like a crypto trading tutorial, super basic, obviously for beginners. As you guys might have been able to tell, like the analysis that I'm doing here is not really for advanced traders. It's just for people who are either new to trading or who are just wanting to know, what's going on with the price action and where is it going to go to in the short term. Knowing technical analysis really helps with that, obviously. Anyways, guys, this brings me, of course, to the Coin Bureau Club. That's where we do deep dives into promising small cap and mid cap altcoins every single week. The way that we pick those altcoins is that we do a weekly altcoin review poll. The way that we do that poll is we basically add cryptos that we find during our research, as well as cryptos that are recommended by our members. And then whichever altcoin wins that poll is the one we review. We have a research feed where I'm sharing these types of insights at the end of every single video. Like in these videos, I'm sharing those types of insights in the research feed every single day. We have a portfolio where you can, a team portfolio where you can find the cryptos that we hold, as well as the cryptos we're considering buying. We have an exclusive deals page where you can find discounts on crypto analytics platforms. And we have a members Discord where you can discuss the crypto market with us, and where I'm doing technical analysis on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and altcoins every single day. So this brings me to today's alpha, guys. And this is something that, again, a lot of people seem to be overlooking, and something that could be bullish for XRP, Stellar, and HBAR, and also Ethereum, and all these layer ones that are kind of, in that realm of tokenized real world assets. Some of you might have heard that Coinbase is looking to list tokenized securities on its exchange, including tokenizing its own stock, which is, it's actually really interesting. A lot of people have been expecting that Coinbase would launch a token for its base layer 2, but I've actually been saying now for a couple of months that I think that what would be more likely is Coinbase would just tokenize its stock, and then have that potentially be, is like, it'd be pretty crazy to have, imagine Coinbase stock being used as the native token as like to pay for fees on Base. That would be absolutely crazy. But this is the type of stuff that's made possible by crypto, and why crypto is fundamentally so like innovative and has so much potential. You can do all this kind of like money Lego DeFi crazy stuff, right? But the point being, guys, is that with Coinbase saying, hey, like, we're gonna start angling into this, not only does this suggest that we're soon going to get a huge boom in kind of like the tokenized RWA space, something I think I've been talking about also now for a couple of months. This is one of the biggest narratives, I think, for this cycle. Hopefully it'll be the one that comes the soonest, like is the one that kind of takes crypto out of this bull market, this kind of like little mini bear market, let's say, this little bit of a chop that it's had for the last couple of months. Hopefully that'll be the thing that takes it out of that, gives the crypto industry a little bit more legitimacy, and has people speculating more in altcoins again. I do think that's still coming. Like I said, I do think the cycle top will be hit over the summer, but it's going to take a series of catalysts to get there. The conditions need to be right. In the short term, we can have some hiccups, as we've seen, but I do think that there's more than enough catalysts for all these cryptos to hit like massive all-time highs. And in this case, I do think that Coinbase's stock is going to do extremely well, and that's definitely something to watch if you're something more on the stock side. Just do be careful. There's probably going to be lots of other crypto stocks, like crypto companies doing IPOs. I would personally be very careful with those. I was just doing some research about that earlier today, and let's just say, just be careful. All right, be careful with the stocks. In terms of risk reward, my personal opinion is that the cold hard cryptos are the way to go. But anyways, guys, if you did make it this far, then be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, ping that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one.